Hello and welcome back to our series on stress and the undefined centers in the human design chart. I'm Sandy Freshy, human design specialist, and today we're going to be talking about the sacral center. But before we get started, I just want to let you know that my cat is right there, and for some reason he wants to be in the video today. So I'll do the best that I can with this. Let's take a look at the human design chart. The Sacral center is the center that is one up from the bottom. It's the square that's second from the bottom. And if it's white, like it is on this chart, it means that you have an undefined sacral center. So if you've been following this series, you know that if you have an undefined energy center, or wherever you have an undefined energy center, is a place where potentially you have the ability to become very wise about how that energy is used. However, the way that it works mechanically is that you're taking an energy from others, you're feeling it very deeply, you're amplifying it, and potentially distorting that energy and quite literally kind of almost blowing it out of proportion, especially when it comes to the sacral center. Now, the sacral center is the center for work energy, for the ability, if it's defined or colored in, to be able to work consistently over time at things that really bring you satisfaction. Generators and manifesting generator energy types are the only types that have a defined sacral center. So they're the only people on the planet who have the energy to work consistently. Now, they do make up 70% of the population. So that's why we have these systems for working, like the 9-to-5 workday and the 40-hour work week, because this is the way that they need to use their energy in a healthy way. For the rest of the energy types, the projectors, the manifestors, and the reflectors, you don't have that work energy at your access all the time. However, remember, you're taking it in from other people. You're taking it in from the majority of people that you probably hang around with. You amplify it, and you, for short periods of time, may feel that you can work circles around those generators and manifesting generators that you're getting that energy from. So you can imagine the kind of stress that comes with that. Because what you really are, if you're not aware of it, what you're really doing is you're becoming a super doer because of that work energy that you could be using and thinking is yours. So for in terms of stress, what happens when you have an undefined sacral center is that there's a tendency when you're distorting that energy, or there's a tendency when you're taking that energy in, to not know when enough is enough, because you don't have the internal guidance from that center to kind of say, that's not enough. And that's the guidance that generators and manifesting generators get. That's enough. Or, let's keep going. I say we because I'm a projector, don't have that energy or that cue to know when to stop working. And guess what that leads to? It leads to exhaustion. It leads to, for projectors in particular, bitterness. It leads to the fluctuations of energy, and sometimes even getting into things when you're not really aligned with how you're designed. You can get into things that require a lot of energy, and maybe you feel like you have that energy to work, but then when the people who have that sacral energy leave, you can't follow through. You can't continue the momentum of work that was started. Now, one way that this really has shown up in my life, and now that I work from home, now that I'm much more wise about how to use that energy when I have it at my access, this doesn't happen as much. But what used to happen is that I would go to my workplace, and there was a time when I was working in a spa. I did massage in a spa. It was a pretty large spa. So there would be 60 people potentially on staff, or 30 to 40, let's say, during a given day, and plus all the clients that were coming in and out and all of the people. And I would feel like I was amped up on this work energy. Like I might be exhausted when I would go into work, but I would get that sacral energy, and I could keep going through my entire shift. And sometimes I would even be able to do a double shift, like 2 6-hour shifts. But guess what would happen when I got in the car to go home? It would feel like a balloon deflated, and like all of the energy just left me, and I would kind of end up getting home and crawling to the couch and laying there like a limp dish rag until I could recover, until I could just discharge everything and let go and come back to myself. So what is the remedy, I guess, for stress in the undefined sacral center? Well, first of all, it's really knowing what your strategy is. Understanding that when you feel that work energy, and when you feel like you can work a whole lot, that's not your energy. And to set up systems or use this awareness to organize your life in a way where you're not pushed to do the kind of work that the sacral beings, the generators and manifesting generators, are designed to do. So first of all, recognize that you're not designed to work those hours that generators and manifesting generators can work. You're not designed to keep up with that pace day after day. And from there, with that awareness, you can begin to learn how to step out of that energy, and then use your strategy and your decision-making authority to bring about the realignment to the true way that you function. And of course, with that comes perhaps a different way of working. And we could go into that topic in great detail over a long period of time about how do I create income without a 9-to-5 job, without a regular job. And that's a topic for another video or another series of videos. However, just be open to the fact that when you are aligned with your design, when you're really following your strategy and authority, you're going to be moved into those places and into those opportunities that allow you to work in the way that you need to work and be with the people that you need to be with in order for the right, that's such a black and white term. Let me rephrase that. In order for the best feeling opportunities to come, for you to use your energy in the way that you're innately designed to use it, and for you to use your gifts in a way where you're fully supported and you're not draining yourself. Energy drain is huge when you have an undefined sacral center. Burnout can be a huge issue when you have an undefined sacral center. So just remember that, and remember to start with that awareness that you don't have to keep up with everyone else. You do need time to discharge the work energy, the sacral energy that you bring in from other people. You can use it for very short periods of time, and you can use it really well. But first you have to be grounded in who you are and moving through the world in alignment with how you're designed. So that's the Undefined Sacral Center. I hope you found this helpful, and there will be more to come. I think we have a few more centers to cover. Until the next time, be well.